Defender of Freedom uploading data log for days 123 through 126 of the Galactic War. Hello Data Archive. Another resounding victory was won by the Helldivers. We've gained much new intel on the appliances, and are another large step closer to understanding their true objective, besides hating freedom. But in the next phase of our counteroffensive, the Helldivers are left to make a very difficult decision. The road to Database 1 continued through day 123, as Helldivers made their deployments on the icy Vega Bay, following the victory on Wazan on the previous day. Resistance on the planet was high, and our progress against the Major Order was slightly behind pace. But eager to move on to whatever planet Database 1 is on, to gather counterintelligence on the automatons, Helldivers made significant progress halfway through the day. This appeared to reduce resistance on the planet, accelerating our progress on the liberation even further. This momentum continued into the late hours of the day. The socialist toasters almost seemed frustrated, stumbling in their absolute defeat. Vega Bay was liberated, and the path to where Database 1 was open. Helldivers quickly deployed as soon as FTL jump lines opened up. The battle on the planet was grueling, with visibility often so poor with the acid fog that Helldivers could hardly see their own feet in front of them. But the cowardly automaton targeting systems seemed unaffected. Some divers felt difficulty breathing under the conditions in conjunction with the scorching heat, but I'm certain there could be no long-term negative impacts. Fighting on what's that planet with Database 1 on it?
The WASAT system.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But liberations continued through into day 124. With the determination and unwavering obedience of the hard-working Helldivers, Database 1 was secured by the end of day 124. Despite seeming behind pace initially, there was never any doubt that we could not only succeed, but overachieve. Not only securing their database with a stupid name, but recovering 3 planets from toaster tyranny. But with a focus on the Major Order, there was an automaton attack on Ustotu, which was unfortunately lost in favor of ensuring security of Database 1. But with the successful completion of the Major Order, we captured Database 1, but High Command has indicated that it will take months to fully parse through all the intel stored in this database. Key intel, however, has been able to be gleaned from the database so far, which references a massive terraforming project on Cyberstan, in addition to recordings of the impact of the Terminid supercolony. Based on this information, High Command has directed that our strategic objective is therefore confirmed with Cyberstan as our target. It is also worth noting that there were some keywords referenced multiple times throughout the intel that may provide information on the bot's motives. Vessel 00, Nucleus, and the Final Collective. We asked cooperating superdestroyers in the fleet to report what they think these keywords might mean. With the dawn of a new day on day 125, a new major order has been assigned. There have been requests for aid upon 2 planets. One, Vernon Wells, where we have received an emergency distress call indicating there are thousands of civilian survivors, child and otherwise, trapped in the remains of the super citizen Ann's hospital for very sick children. It is a sign of true luck that these citizens have survived this long, and without immediate rescue, we expect that they will soon perish of starvation, thirst, or automaton butchery. The other planet is Marfark, where interrupted bot communications have revealed that there are large explosive repositories on the planet. There is high confidence that these are the explosives from Chuhe, and the recapture of them will result in the deployment of the MD-17 anti-tank mines. High Command has shared that Helldivers must choose democratically to save one planet first, for it is very unlikely to save both in time. Save the very sick children and secure their futures to do their part for Super Earth as soon as they turn 7, or save the explosives and make anti-tank mines that will enable us to save even more sickly children in the future. Which planet would truly bring the most freedom back to the galaxy? But before the voting could begin, Helldivers first needed to liberate Acer Pass in order to reach Marfark or Vernon Wells. But early polling appeared to indicate that saving the very sick children under Super Citizen Ann's hospital was a preferred path. Following the receipt of the Major Order, Helldivers immediately deployed to Acer Pass to open the way for democracy. We were met with greater resistance than what was seen in our previous offensive in the Ymir sector. But the skills and expertise of the Helldivers is unmatched in combat, making fools of the electronic idiots. Despite the heavy resistances, Helldivers were determined to come to the aid of our planets, and the automatons crumbled under our overwhelming firepower. Acer Pass was liberated in the latter half of day 127. It is still a requirement to liberate both planets to complete the major order, though only one of the assets are likely to be saved. Despite this challenge, Helldivers are already ahead of schedule to complete this major order, and the much anticipated vote to save the very sick children of the anti-tank mines began shortly afterwards. The choices were to finally obtain a new stratagem for all Helldivers to use in future conflicts, or to save the very sick children on Verdun Wells. After approximately 2 hours, the results were in. Of the options to save the most freedom, 11% decided saving the anti-tank mines would be best, 27% decided to shoot a bug, and 61% of all Helldivers decided to save the very sick children on Verdun Wells. Thus, throughout the remainder of the day, the heroic Helldivers dove to the planet to save the children on Verdun Wells, and the campaign appears to be trending well to save the thousands of citizens in time. At the current pace, it may be very close, but we may also be able to liberate Marfark in time to complete the major order. This concludes this data log for days 123 to 126 data archive. Through democracy, we have chosen to save the lives of children rather than to bolster our arsenal. The Helldivers are truly the role models for all of our citizens. We are deploying Helldivers to Verdun Wells.